Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Boilermakers will put total leather and we'll get started. Coming out with it, it's Keith. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Virginia Tech's offense takes the field for the first time today. And fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. End off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Corrals it at the 45. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Purdue's offense will take the field for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. 2nd down coming up. Jackson gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The offense changing the play. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Jackson will throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little floater there that falls incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. And back to the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Jackson gonna throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. The lone back's got it. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. He takes it at the 45. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Wants to pass. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Showing the arm strength to the left. Grabs it inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So now it's second and long. Here's the handoff. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Hokies will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Jackson will throw. Using the quick game.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Boilermakers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Zings it complete to the right. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He might want another play. They'll run it from the gun. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man on the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is touchdown, Boilermaker! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught on the outside. It's Overton.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Jackson will throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Leaves it with the back. He's in open space downfield. There he goes to the left. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get 1st downs. They throw the football and get 1st down. So much bounty.
Touchdown, trip to the house.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Sweet spin. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for space. It's Stewart. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hokies.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Jackson going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Johnson.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in the flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Boilermakers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just going to keep it after the snap. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion on the out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Quarterback keeps it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quickly complete. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hendricks. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Jackson will throw. He's got him. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Boilermaker! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling out there.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update.
And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And as he throws, missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. This time it's complete. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Quickly to the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to Johnson. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Using his feet. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Jackson will throw. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Hendricks. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Jackson gonna throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
Turning it on! And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 18 to Wake Forest. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. First down here for the offense. Might be calling a hot route. Jackson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. They pick it off, and this defense a much-needed play. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football. The big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Going right to work up top. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Hokies are in the red zone. Defense showing blitz here. From the red zone, it's Overton. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
Virginia Tech, 24.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the catch. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the run. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Touchdown! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. The Hokies now can really generate some momentum if they turn that turnover into points. To the air on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's looking to throw. Complete disaster there. He loses 10. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. It's Adams. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Unloads it left. He's got it. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Hokies have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Overton. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll do it himself. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys, offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. He wants to change this route. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The Boilermakers will hustle to the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Inside the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hokies. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal. Not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tuggle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down.